Mom's Time Out families. This is the February tour of the classroom. So we're going to start with our books over here this month. We are focusing on just being kind and loving for Valentine's Day. And those are kind of our themes this month. So we have Shirley Hughes, which her Alfie series is just excellent. Beautiful illustrations, and I believe she's based in the UK. So there's a lot of just charming little stories in here. Another one that is great for some older kids is Somebody Loves You, Mr. Hatch. It's a really heartwarming story about Mr. Hatch, who's very lonely and doesn't think anybody loves him, but then he gets a sweet little surprise. What else? Oh, the Skinamarink book. They've all been really enjoying. We've used this at Circle Time, and we've sang the song with the book at Circle Time, and it's easily become a quick favorite. First Little House books everybody enjoys. We have been talking about maple syrup January, February, and so this is a sweet story about that. Ferdinand is a classic. Probably just picked it because it's red this month, but it does highlight, Ferdinand is a very kind, gentle little bull. So it does fit in with the theme, but it's nice because it's red and it's Valentine-y looking. So, and then the last thing I wanted to show you were this new series of books. There's this great toy store in Brookside. Some of you may know it. It's called Brookside Toy and Science. It's kind of like Learning Tree. Both stores, I have found some Montessori kind of aligned toys, but also Montessori books. And so this is a great new series written by a Montessori teacher. I'm sorry, these things are probably all backwards, possibly when I upload the videos, but it's called Montessori Life Skills by Sanaya Kaliala. And it's called I Did It Myself. And the other one is I Help at Home. And we'll be using these books to kind of base some more practical life lessons, some more lessons in independence about getting dressed, brushing our teeth, putting on our shoes and our coats, cleaning our classroom, folding things, setting the table. They will be great books for that. And so I literally just found them last week. So those are new and exciting. And then down here at the bottom, we have some classics like The Mitten, Tracks in the Snow. These winter books by Gerda Mueller are beautiful. And then The Snowy Day, another classic. So, all right. So over here, we do have some new materials. We've kept a couple from January. But one of the things we learned in our toddler catechesis training actually was you keep the same material, but you kind of re-engage by switching up the color or switching up the manipulatives, but it's still kind of the same material. And so we've done that with a few things that have kind of rolled over from January because the children have still been interested in them. But we also have some new things that we're bringing in. So we have some cutting work. We just introduced this month, little pink ribbon in here with a little hole, and they're just doing some simple cutting. They put their shavings in here. These scissors are wonderful when they're first starting to cut, and they're very safe. And then our nesting dolls, Monty Kids. I'm thinking of my kids are upstairs, not quite in bed, but I don't know if you can hear them or not. The Monty Kids is a Montessori subscription service. It can be a little pricey, but they have started selling their materials individually. And so I wanted to mention that if you're wanting to get materials for babies, age 0 through age 3, 4, they have some nice, really well-made materials. We're still picking up our sewing. We have a little bit different alignment here with our holes this month. We still have the burlap pull, which a few students are still trying to master. Our little dressing dolls, the button work, these are just cookie cutters, but they are nesting. So nesting hearts, and then these always get a lot of use, the spools. So still some wintry kind of themes over there with dressing and sewing and things like that. We are getting ready to switch over into March. So springtime is flowers. So we're learning the F for flower, some different types of flower matching. We will start doing a little bit of watercoloring as we head into March. And then but before we get to the watercoloring, we started out with the Buddha board, which is just painting with water, right? And so they really love to do that. It's also a great material for teaching them patience because they have to wait for the water to dry before they can start a new picture or before a new friend can begin the work. So the Buddha board's great. They even have little mini ones for restaurants, which years ago we had some for our boys. And it was a great, they're real tiny. They can fit in your purse. So it was a great restaurant activity for when we were waiting for food. We still have the metal insets. And then down here, I moved our counting. Again, most kiddos are not really ready for counting yet, but they're always out just in case. We never know when that sensitive period will happen, especially as they turn 3 going into 4.5. Over here, some more sensorial materials. We have some puzzles with the blocks, rainbow blocks, open-ended pieces, learning about emotions this month, emotion matching, so they match the different emotions. That's carried over from January. We have some color sorting, where they're color sorting the pinks into one, and their control so they can see the color at the bottom. And so they match the pink heart with the pink dot. Our rocks and our lock boxes are still out. These get used all the time. And then we did some one-to-one correspondence this month with strawberries. So 1 strawberry for each heart. And then some tonging with roses. 10 roses for the 10 little circles within that heart. So a lot of these materials get used for a lot of different things. At this age, the toddler age, 0 to 3, 0 to 4, a lot of mixing of materials, which is totally okay. They're learning a lot and building a lot of different skills. Another theme this month has been instruments. So we're learning about the names of instruments. We have a guitar, some cymbals, xylophone, some maracas, and then also the little tube. The company makes a lot of miniature things, and they have some great pictures. So some children are on the kind of shadow pictures, but when we first start out, we also have this set where it's like the exact same picture. So it kind of depends on where each child is at, and we kind of switch out the cards as needed. But yeah, and so I think that's everything for February. We're excited for March, warmer weather, hopefully. And yeah, please always reach out if you have any questions. I'll be sending the email soon with some more resources and a little February update. All right, thank you. Bye.